P here once again, and welcome to my fashionable series, as stated there. And in this channel, we will be discussing on the tips and tricks for fashion illustration projects that in relation to your design classes, as well as some video tutorials. We do have some video tutorials, so just check it out in my channel. So as for today, we would let's discuss on graduate portfolio. So my students would normally ask me, Miss P, what do we have to put inside our graduate portfolio? I say, well, everything. What have you learned throughout the semester? Put it on. But specifically, normally it's a documentation of your design or any artworks in relation to your projects and everything. You compile it all together and have it all in a nicely done and nicely done arrangement, so that it can be used for you to go for if you want to further your study, and they will want to see your portfolio, so you can have it. So today we will be criticizing, analyzing one of my students final year e-portfolio, and she has it online. So let's share the screen and have a look on this slide. Yes? Okay. I'm going to move my, yeah. All right, so for our students, we do have a separate classes for fashion design and also fashion illustration. Normally, fashion illustration previously is a class whereby the student will have to do illustrations of their design collection, but we added more projects to it because it's a portfolio in general, and the class would assist the design classes in terms of documentation and also preparing their e-portfolio. So we decided to ask the student to develop their own website so that this can be concluded as their e-portfolio as well. So this is a graduate portfolio, okay, and they were required to back a brand to reflect their design collection. So as for the student, thank you so much, Nurul Hazwa, for letting me use your e-portfolio for the analysis this time round. Her brand is Stance. So she did mention it has Stance, the fast fashion online retail destination. That's the thing, perhaps this is a template because this is her graduate portfolio. So it is not a brand as in like an established ones, but she has this in concept, which is fine. So, yeah, she has the logo as well. So then she has her picture and also her name. That is not her full name. That is a name that is we normally call her. And so, hi Hazwa. Okay, so just the way she took her picture is very clear up to point. You can see her face, but unfortunately, perhaps the background is not that suitable for a professional portfolio. But this is a graduate portfolio where that is how she wants to project herself. So we got that. Okay, so okay, there you go, Azwa, and a little bit about her brand and also a video. So let's look at her video. Do you think we can play her video? Yes. And you can, I think you can look at the website to perhaps listen to the video with music, with audio as well. So in this video, she is actually showing the process of planning the video rather than the design collection. So the video is more on her journey and her story on the design inspiration, which is mouse deer. So mouse deer here is the subject. Actually, the whole inspiration is the story of the mouse deer. We call it cerita rakyat. It's a folklore story about how mouse deer is a very intelligent creature and being very cunning in tricking the animals around her. Okay, so there's a story about that, and so she wants to just want to take the mouse deer as inspiration for her design collection. So as you can see, the video is more on the mouse deer, spring summer 2021. So it is not about the design collection very much, okay? And the constraint is maybe because she has to complete the video prior to completion of her design. So the time constraint will affect the content of the video. And where she has some statement here. And this is her portfolio in general. So let's have a look. So you can view as it slides. So there is some inconsistency in terms of usage of fonts. There's so many fonts there. The colors is kind of all over the place. The text is not that clear to begin with. It has a lot of interesting and clear pictures, but we can't really give a whole idea of what she actually want to do. And those were my comments to her. And is it a folklore? Is it modern design look? So it's not really clear, but somehow she has good and interesting pictures. And we had to move on from there. Okay, and as you can see in her video, she has advanced pattern making work as well, in which the students have to do some workflow pattern chart, costing sheets. Okay, so if you want to, you can click it there. All right, so and they also have like a 150. This is a technical part of the pattern making. So she put everything in one whole page, and she has the design layout in the end of the of the whole website. You need to scroll down to see her design, and her design is I would say it's nice. It's a beautiful design. It's just that perhaps the articulation of the idea was not clear to begin with, and we kind of expect that out of graduate portfolio. Um, it's just that this it can be better, right? So that's the first design. So that's all, and you need to scroll down to see everything. Let's see if she has some yeah, she doesn't have much choices up here, so you just need to scroll down to look at all her projects. Unfortunately, Azwa, I think she forgot to put it here, that the motif of the mask here that she has printed on in front of her design. Can we click? What will happen if we click? Yeah, that's okay. That motifs actually she did herself. So she did some textile design, but it is not projected in her graduate portfolio. So that's the thing that you need to put, that you need to put forward all your strength in doing your design project. I know that she did the motif herself. She did some watercolor technique, and well, she just laid and plan it on the pattern, so that when she does the printing, when she did the printing, it's the motif is already printed on the pattern, and she didn't put it here. That is, I think that is one of the highlight of the design, and she didn't put there, unfortunately. Okay, so that is one of the graduate portfolio. Another one is in Canva. So I was in the process of looking through this just now, and this e-portfolio belongs to Hanum. Thank you, Hanum, for letting me use your e-portfolio for this critic session. Okay, so as for Hanum, her design is inspired by an artifact. Okay, so the process is very much the same with Azwa, and well, she has a picture, she has a name here. So the way she take her picture is like on vacation, and this is what she wants to do. This is her logo, and this is what she wants to do. Modest Western collection. To me, the proportion and the composition is not very professionally arranged. You know, it's like kind of like just a folio of compiling everything up. So that is the thing that Hanum can explore more, and not explore, but need to fix and get it just arrange a little better. Okay, because of the color, the intensity of the background, and the picture perhaps is, I don't really know where to look at, or just like the turquoise on top of the yellow is not that strong. So it's kind of like the arrangement is a bit weak. This kind of lost me over there. And this spring summer 2021 is the color is so very much contrast with her reference. So it is not that clear on how she wants to bring forth the design in her e-portfolio. It's just like a collage of pictures. And if you notice that this is the techniques, the picture is not very good. Okay, it's a bit, yeah, it's not very clear. So this is a subject matter, but you can see that this every other picture here is overpowering her subject matter. So it's kind of, yeah, it would be better if her subject matter is more dominant than the rest. Okay, and when she has a picture in, in some tilted here and there, so it's not, when you look at it, you want to look things smoothly. But here I need to look up and to the left, down, up. So it's kind of like zigzag and jagged. So kind of losing my focus over there. Okay. And she has it, the quality of picture is not that good. And she has a design statement like so lengthy, and I won't be reading this text. So you might want to avoid so much text and put more visual that can actually help the audience to understand your design or your e-portfolio. Okay. So yeah, this is a process. So in graduate portfolio, normally you will have to show the authenticity of your design in your project. So you need to show the process. And she has it, her sketches and how she cuts things, her toile, and also finally, eventually her actual and her heat press technique. So these are her designs. This was actually conducted in the early part of 2020. So some of it is in the studio and some of it in the workshop. Some of it she has to do it at home. This is the earlier part of the design development. So she actually produced, she actually shows her final product first, then her process. So it's kind of like she should be showing the process first and the final. Okay. And she has a design drawing, which is not that great. I have to be honest with you, Hanum. Okay. This is not what. Yeah, the figure. She needs to work on more figure. So technical design flat. And she doesn't have it here. We need to move fast. Sometimes it's the loading of the image, okay, and it's okay because I'm the one who looking at her e-portfolio. But if you can imagine, if you do not know that person, and if you are showing this to your future employer, well, they will like, where is it? So maybe that is one of the weakness of having it on web-based design software. What she can do is actually download it in a print quality version PDF, so that she has it in like solid whole, not on an online web-based design software, because that depends on your internet, that depends on your it depends on your the size of the picture, so it will take time to download. So those two are the examples of graduate portfolio, and normally what we will be expecting out of graduate portfolio. Of course, you can do better than that, and that is just an example. So we will be discussing on what sort of portfolio that look more professional, that is more suitable in terms of not suitable, but more professionally arranged and presented. So that is for now. Thank you, Azwa. Thank you, Hanum, for letting me use your material. And I hope that benefits our audience as well. Thank you very much.